All right, today's latest cool toy that we're going to be taking a look at on the channel is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 Ultimate April O'Neil figure from Neca Toys. Has this nice lenticular front cover, so you go side to side, you see the TV screens kind of go in and out of signal showing the actress that plays April O'Neil there on the television screens. On the right hand side we got a nice glam shot of the figure. On the backhand side, we got a couple more detailed glam shots as well as a nice little overview of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got a brief description of the Ninja Turtles movie itself, April O'Neil, as well as her introduction into the Turtles. And then it talks about the figure having 25 points of articulation and having included accessories. A couple more glam shots there on the left. Bottom, just get your UPC, your legalese. This was sculpted by Adrian Smith and Trevor Grove. We have our Velcro window inside. Another glam shot of April next to the van there, and then the open window box display of April, her various accessories, the head, the purse, the pizzas, the side, the microphone, interchangeable hands, and a little bitty figure stand there and everything. This is the regular edition. There was a super special edition that comes with a yellow raincoat and it was autographed or whatever, but this is just your standard run-of-the-mill Ultimate April O'Neil figure. So let's go ahead and get her out of this plastic prison and check her out up close and personal. And here we have the main lady out of the box, and I gotta say, initial impressions, I think the face detail in the sculpt is quite nice. I think it bears a nice resemblance to the actress Judith Hoag, so I think they did a great job there with the sculpting detail. The outfit and everything, it's spot on for the movie. We got some nice, diamond pattern on her blouse here, and even got some nice details where her sleeves are cuffed and rolled up, and we got the different color on the inner shirt. We got this leather vest here, faux leather vest, shall we say. It's got some nice pins on it here on the lapel. She's got a nice silver brooch that even has some nice intricate line work and detail as well. The backside underneath her vest there is not, painted through with that texture, so if you did remove this vest you would have a mismatched front and back blouse, but honestly I don't know why you'd want to remove it, but you can if you want to. The skirt itself, nice textured detail again with that faux leather. It's a soft pliable plastic, but it does have some nice texturing and line work that makes it look leather or pleather-esque. Now here's the biggest thing that the internet is absolutely just going to town on right now. It's these knees. There's not a whole lot you can really say about it because this is exactly the way the figure was portrayed when it was revealed to everybody, so it's not like they did a bait and switch, but a lot of people are not happy with the way these knees look. And honestly, you got two options. You can either A, just not buy the figure, plain and simple, or B, you can deal with it, or I guess technically three options. C, you could makeshift some like nylon pantyhose and cover it up. Obviously, that's kind of what they were going for with the look and the aesthetic. As you'll notice, her arm color and her leg color are completely different shades 100%. So, I mean, it's made to look like she already has pantyhose on, but if you wanted to cover up these knees, that would be an option for you. Or, yet again, like I said, just don't buy the figure. Wait for a different release because inevitably there'll probably be another more updated version of this figure or a different, April O'Neil figure overall that has different knees, and you just don't have to worry about that. So if that bothers you, just move on. Simple as that. Articulation, she got 25 points of articulation. Her head's going to go up just a little bit, but obviously her hair draping over her shoulders and her neck there is going to prevent a lot of upward movement. Downward, pretty good look downwards. She does have some side to side, so you can get some inquisitive expressions there. You can spin it 360 degrees even with the hair there. And the shoulder is going to go up and out, 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. She does have a double jointed elbow, so she can get that hand really close to the mouth. You're going to have a forearm swivel, so 360 degree swivel there, 360 degree at the wrist, as well as a horizontal hinge, which goes quite a bit inwards. I mean, that looks very unnatural to get that wrist that far bent in. The torso is on a ball joint, so you can spin it 360 degrees. She's not going to bend a whole lot forward. I mean, you get it too crazy far forward, it's just going to pop out from that ball socket. And if you go too far backwards, it just exposes that ball socket and it looks really bad. Obviously, the skirt's going to hinder the leg movement going forward and backwards, but it's about as far forward as you're going to get. about as far backward as you're going to get. And then she's got those double jointed knees which is good because, I mean, she's got crazy good flexibility with that leg and everything, and that knee joint just looks ginormous when it's in this position. But that is the perk of the knee looking the way it is you got lots of articulation. You do have a rotation there down at the lower leg, but on the back side, this is where it gets really ugly. Obviously, it's not really going to be a huge deal for a lot of people as we display these on our shelves. No one's really going behind our figures and looking at the back side of them, but I mean, you're just seeing exposed paint flakes there on the joint. So every time I do this, it just kind of rubs it a little more. So we got the flesh tone shining through, so it looks like she's ripped her pantyhose already. Same thing down here at the lower ankle joint. So you're going to be able to move it up and down and side to side. It really looks like she shatters her ankle if you rotate it anymore. And it does come with a nice little figure stand, which is great because since she is having heels on and very small feet to begin with, this figure would just be an absolute pain to try to pose and balance on a shelf. In terms of size and scale, get the tape measure out here, and she is just at about 7 inches. So as advertised, put her next to the original release of Casey Jones, and you can see that she is, you know, pretty much spot on with Casey. And then pull in Michelangelo here, and she does scale quite nicely because obviously she is larger than the Turtles. Even with those heels on, she's not a giant or anything, but she is, you know, pretty much eye to eye with Casey Jones. And speaking of eye to eye, she does come with a different head altogether. If I had a critique on this figure overall, it would just be mainly not so much the knees that bother me, but the secondary head sculpt is just not different enough. The hair and everything looks beautiful, you know, great detail, line work. The face looks like the actress, so no complaints there. It's just the fact that the secondary accessory head just looks way too similar to the first one we had, in my opinion. I mean, just basically all we're really doing is getting a different mouth, and the mouth is not even too crazy different. You're just basically seeing some teeth, and that's about it. So that is her secondary head, and then she also has this nice, very 90s purse. Intricate design work, looks great. Got the, you know, the fake leather on the sides there. It does actually open up, which was, I think, a bit of an unadvertised feature. So you can open it up, put things inside. If you want to put the extra hands that comes with, you can slide those in there. But obviously it's meant to have Raphael's sigh hanging out of there. I will tell you though, definitely watch out for paint flaking and just overall having, you know, some general wear and tear on this purse. The more you open it and close it and manipulate it, the more likely it is to crack and flake and just chip away that paint design. So keep that in mind when you're posing your figure. And of course we have a stack of pizza boxes, which is really nice. Got Josh pizzas, and then we got Smellios. So a nice stack of pizzas to throw on a little coffee table for your dioramas. And she has her reporter microphone. Got a long wire. The wire goes to absolutely nothing. It's kind of a catch-22 type of thing. I wish it obviously went to something or just wasn't included, but it's one of those things you can't make everybody happy. If they didn't include the wire, people would say, hey, that's not realistic, but they did include a wire, but now it goes to nothing. So it's just it's a darned if you do, darned if you don't type of thing, but of course she has to have that reporter's microphone. And she's got some interchangeable hands. So we got a closed fist and an open fist that'll, you know, hold the microphone. One key detail is that all of her hands in the right hand has a nice little detail where she has a thumb ring. So the included hand as well as the accessorized hands that you can interchange and swap, all the right hands have that thumb ring on it. So they definitely, you know, did a good job keeping up with the smaller details. So again, another gripping hand with that thumb ring, and then an index finger pointing. And that is her accessories in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm happy with the figure. Everybody else out there that's unhappy with the figure, specifically about the knees, just don't buy the figure, plain and simple. I think it's a good figure. I'm happy with my purchase, and I think she's going to go nicely with the rest of my 90s movie turtle figures. And that does it for this video review. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really means a lot.